So did you do the announcement on the plane on your way over? I hear you used to do announcements on planes.
No, but I always think about that time in my life where I did my hello and welcome to Air Canada. Yeah.
Thank you for using our airline.
You're welcome.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, you see, I can adapt.
You can adapt. Well, speaking of which, in the movie you make these, I just wanted to get you to do it again, these great washing machine sounds. And
Oh
like
yeah, that was like written in, Tom McCarthy wrote an amazing script actually for this true story. I'm a huge fan of his. So that was one of the exciting points of this movie. And Craig Gillespie being, did Lars and the Real Girl. I mean, what a cool cocktail to make this movie of creatives. But yeah, he wrote in a lot of, there's a lot of written sounds, which I thought was pretty fun.
Does having written and directed, I mean, I know you did a short years ago too, but how much did Inner World change the way you approach a character or acting or working with others?
I think I always was a very attentive actor in that the way I learned to make movies was to be super present as an actor, but also just as a cog in the very large machine of the movie, And so I would always pay attention and be a sponge and observe, to sort of gain information. So I've always been pretty thoughtful in that way. That said, when you have made a movie, it's more... The difference, I think, is that when they say, "Oh, this is going to be an hour setup" or something like that, I'm like, I know that's BS. I can look around and be like, "Oh, this is going to be like at least 2 hours. I can go back to my trailer," or whatever it is. I just have an understanding technically of what a certain setup will take, or I like to talk shop, so I would talk, and. Usually directors are pretty cool with that, but I always suss it out to see. I don't want to be like a jerk or something, and,
right?
An over ask. But I sort of read the room, and then I see if we can talk like, hey, what lens are you gonna throw on there,
Oh, so you're into the camera stuff too? Okay.
Well, I'm a director.
Well, but there's some directors that are into the camera stuff. There's some that rather talk to actors, and haven't you noticed that in your work?
I find that, well, I guess as a director, you're responsible for all of it. That's the whole thing, is that you're wearing all of the, you literally. You're the only gal or guy to report to for all of it. So, I mean, it comes down to, I don't like, this V-neck, I wanted a crew neck, but I like that, don't worry about it, I was just hypothetically. But, it's like, oh, I don't know if the yellow should be behind his head, and can we frame out, actually, let's put it on an 85, and can we bring in another tween, it's like, I mean, you're responsible for all those things, and then to talk to the actors and say, think about where you were, or where you're going, and so yeah, it's all of it, and that's what's so cool about it.
Cool, yeah, I do want to talk about Brenda a little because we don't have much time, and you get to play like a whole range of emotions. Like every scene I see you in, it's a different emotion.
Yeah, you're right. She is. I love this character because I think often in sports movies, traditionally the lady character can kind of get pushed to the sidelines, and she's based on a real person, but I mean she very much has. Import in this man's emotional journey, and I think that to kind of stand up to John Hamm's character, who traditionally has women fawning over him, and say, you're a real jerk, and I wasn't even into you, is profound unto itself. But I've known him for many years, so I'm allowed to kind of, we're allowed to talk shop like that.
I gotta let you go. So we do something called 5 questions. 5 quick questions.
Okay.
1-word answers. Script or improv?
Both.
Writing or directing?
All.
Lennon or McCartney?
Sorry?
Lennon or McCartney?
Both.
Okay. Hitchcock or Kubrick?
These are too hard. This is fantastic.
Everyone gets the same ones. That's why
fantastic.
Okay. In 1 word, you have to answer this one. In 1 word, $1 Million Arm.
Heart.
Heart. That's nice. Thanks, Lake.